Today on Bloodbath and Beyond, we watched All Cheerleaders Die. You can kill the cheerleader, but you can't kill the spirit.
All Cheerleaders Die, brought to you by RLJ and Image Entertainment, written by Lucky McKee and Chris Sivertson. In this movie, Maddy loses her friend Lexi, and she feels like her boyfriend moved on way too fast. So she decides to take revenge and joins the cheerleading team. Unfortunately, this leads to the death of all cheerleaders. They are then resurrected by special stones implanted into their body, turning them into undead, thirst for blood with revenge on the mind. What did we like about this movie, guys?
I love the women.
Especially Tracy's character, played by Brooke Butler. I really liked her.
Her and Hannah, I thought, were probably the hottest.
Hannah was cute as a button.
I liked the acting in this movie. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really well done.
All the girls played a really good part. Even the football players, they each had their own characteristics, and it was delivered well off the screen.
What I liked about the acting was when Hannah and her sister swapped.
Yes.
Because these are two actresses that swap personalities halfway through the film. Like, they completely changed. They did a really good job.
I was talking about how, like, Tracy's character, like, she did, I thought, look the best, but her acting was really good. Like, she just keeps going back and forth, and she's delivering, like, every single, like, emotion.
And then you love her because she's a lesbian. I liked the atmosphere in this movie. I think they nailed the vibe and how tense things got, how, like, crazy everyone was getting towards the end. I thought that was perfectly done. I loved it.
I actually liked Terry's character. He made a really good antagonist. He was so crazy and psychotic. He's not this like teen football star. He's messed up.
The whole movie kind of knew its place. Like, it had its genre. It's kind of like a Mean Girls meets Idle Hands meets The Craft.
Yeah.
It's like a teen horror comedy. It wasn't too horror. It wasn't too much of a comedy. It was kind of sat right in between.
Yeah, it was really well balanced. In our notes, I even wrote down, like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, those types of, like, teen movies. It had that perfect feel to it, but kind of almost parody. Let's run down our favorite kills.
So my favorite kill goes out to Ben's death. Ben is one of the football players on the team. They're gonna go get high. Out of nowhere, just bam! Stone right into the head. It was a nice clean shot, left a nice like X, like blood splatter right across of Ben's face. It was nice. It was one of the few effects that we got to see like right on the screen.
My favorite kill goes out to Manny's death, because in this, Martha, in Hannah's body, decides to kill her boyfriend Manny by throwing him against a tree and then sucking the life force out of him.
Yep.
I like this because it showed the different personality swaps, the consequences of what's been happening. They're zombie-like, they're cold on the inside, and so this is just a reaction kill. It wasn't overall gory, but I think emotionally it worked very well.
My favorite kill was Lexi's death. Lexi was just kind of going and doing some cheerleading stunts, and she fell and broke her neck. You didn't know that this was happening. This was right at the beginning of the movie, and it was just like, whoa, she broke her neck, and that's fucked.
It was unexpected. It was a great motivation for the rest of the film. Mm-hmm. It really tied in and made everything connect together and make sense.
But the title says All Cheerleaders Die.
Yeah.
This is just one.
What didn't we like about this movie?
There was just like way too many flares. It seemed like all these gems that were floating around were just kind of an optical flare, and they pulse when they wanted to. And I think the colors of them were really cheesy. If they were like maybe just like a subtle white or something, or a one consistent color, then I think it would have been a little bit different. I think a lot of the effects could have been cleaned up a little with a little more time.
I think it took kind of too long for the cheerleaders to die and for us to actually get the revenge going. I think if it was moved up maybe 10 minutes, I think it would have been perfect.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Like, the one thing I really didn't like was the usage of time within the movie. From the party to the end of the movie, all took place in one day. And you rushed everything that clearly is important to this film in the last, like, 15 minutes.
I also would have liked to see more football players. They needed about 6 more people that they could have killed off.
The pacing was definitely the weakest part about this movie, because it took about 35 minutes before anything really happened.
Let's give our final thoughts and ratings on this movie.
I liked the third act. I liked how the movie finished. It was exactly what I was hoping for. The build-up took way too long, and the first half of the movie was really slow, and it took a lot away from it. There was a lot of funny moments that I enjoyed. There was some good deaths, and the girls were beautiful. That being said, I'm going to give this movie 2.5 hilariously awkward boob touches out of 5.
I agree with you for most of it. I think the pacing was off. It did make me laugh. I thought the acting was good. I think they had an interesting story. The cheerleaders actually existed, which doesn't happen in a lot of cheerleader movies. So that was a bonus. Overall, I wasn't bored by the pacing. Like, I didn't get too brought down by it. So that's okay. So it's a little forgiving. Because of that, though, I'm going to give this 3 Latino gardeners out of 5.
I thought this movie was pretty solid. Well, it did start off slow. I kind of expected that. The only downfall that I really got hung up on was the use of the supernatural powers. I didn't really love them, but I did like the cast, and I did like the acting, and I did like the majority of the story as well. So I'm going to give this movie 3.2 cats being thrown across the room out of nowhere out of 5. That's what we thought about the movie. Let us know how you feel in the comments below. Like this video if you like the review, sub to the channel, and hit us up with any requests on our Twitter at Bloodbath_TV or in the comments below.